Good evening, everyone. So today we are here to discuss the Code Forces contest. I mean Codechef contest. Start. This one is started 213, and the question are EXM, EXN and the pizzas. EXML race. No. 4 please. Separation. Substring and main defense. So let's take a target to finish first third question. Okay. So let's see the first question. The naming as so EXM and the pizza. The Yoxanite was preparing for the 2025 edition of their annual event EXM. After after a long day of work, they go to a canteen to buy a refreshment. At the canteen, the chef is selling N pizzas. Okay. However, the Yoxanite only require K pizzas. Okay. So each pizza cost R rupees. Chef wants to know after selling K pizza to Exonite how much revenue it obtained. So K pizza and each pizza cost 4 rupees. So what I input? So first the first line, the first and only input is three space N K and R. So N is what is selling N pizza, मतलब 1 2 3, and X night only required 4 pizzas, मतलब K pizzas of each cost 4 rupees. So print the amount of money safe remaining pizzas can sell for. Let's see, we have 10 pizza, X night need 6 pizza. So and the each pizza costs 15 rupees. So left with 4 pizzas. Oh, simple one, this one. Don't even, so the input uh, int n, int n, k, and price will be r. Then take the input n comma k comma n k r. Okay. Or what we have to return? See out. What we have to return? See out. What n minus k into r and line and return 0. Okay. Let's run. Submit. Mm, all correct. This is starting easy one. So let's move to next question, and this is XML list. So XML is a back with a bang, and an AI driven car level from the 1 to n are racing on a filled circular track. The race was going well until some cars crashed into each other, as a result of which all the cars got damaged and stopped working in the middle of the race. So the excellent communicate to declare a winner regardless of the crashes. They are they are able to obtain two measurement for the each car. Okay, the total distance is traveled before getting damaged and the time it took a distance. For the ith car, they are separate represented by the D1 and T1. Okay, it is granted that Di is the multiple of the Ti, and the committee has decided to simply declare the fastest car to be the winner. So your task is to determine the fastest car and the output its level. And you assume that each car travel at the constant speed. If there are multiple fastest car, report one among them with a minimum level. The first line of input contain T denoting the number of test cases, and each test contain multiple line. Okay. So integer n. Okay. And describe the measurement ith containing two space di and ti denoting the distance travel and the time taken by the ith car. Okay, the output format for the each test case, the output on a new line. Okay, the level of the this. So if there are multiple fastest car, report one among them with the minimum level. Okay, so test case is 5, and in which test case second one, and the number of car will be 2, and the second next line higher distance, the space of integer, the space between car is 12 and 3, and the time will be this one. What will be return for the each test case output on a new line and the label of the fastest car. If the multiple car report, so wait for 1 second. Okay, let's discuss this question. Uh, let's copy this question and try to analyze. So let's analyze. Let's set a timer for 2 minute only. For 5 minutes, okay. So within 5 minutes we have to finish this one. So question is given as, so what we have to do. So first so in starting, XML is a back with a bang and where an AI driven car. So given is n cars, okay, n cars are given. Okay, after that a car was going to race until some car crash into each other. So there is a car race, okay, car race is going on. Car race, and there will be many crashes, okay, the crashes, okay, the crashes and into the each other, as a result of which all the car got damaged and stopped working in the middle of the race, okay. The race was going until some car crashes into each other, as a result of which all the cars all the car got damaged, okay, damage damage and stop working in the middle, the exam committee. Then after that, matlab, exam committee had declared the winner regardless of the crashes. They are able to obtain two measurement of each of the car, okay. That they have two things to decide whether which one is winner or not. So first one measurement is total distance. So distance and the distance it traveled before getting damaged. So the cars have their individual distance covered before the damage. So there has been a distance one, and how much time it take to cover that distance, okay. Distance and time are given. So the ith car are separated by the distance value. So for the ith car, these are separated by the di value. So also given the ith car, the ith car are separated by value of di and ti, okay. Ith car separated by di and ti, okay. So it is guaranteed that di is a multiple of ti, okay. Committee has decided to simply declare the fastest car to be winner, okay. So we have to decide the fastest car and the output level. Okay. So the answer will be so output will be like this. We have output. Mm. So output given as two to be a test case. This one is test case. So car, we have two car. Okay, two car and distance separation. Ith car separation will be 12 distance and 3 distance, and the time taken is 18, and this one is 9. Okay. So the car and there are two cars. The first car traveled 12 distance and took 3 seconds. Okay, to do this, and it is will become to 4 meter per second. And the take second car travel 18 distance and with the speed of this. So we simply have to mark the winner, and the winner one this one, and the winner one also is given. So let's see. According to the first question, so let's try run. First question, D, di is given as 12 1. Okay, and ti is given as 3. Okay, total time speed is equal to 12 by 3 is equal to 4, and for the second case is equal to 18 divided by the speed is equal to 2. So first car is winner. In the second case, in second and test case, we are given three car, three car, and okay, we take 5 minutes to do this question. Let's repeat. So in the second case, we have 15 car speed of 15. A car is discover distance 15 and take time 5 seconds. So this will be 3. Uh, speed will be first car speed is equal to 3 uh, 3 meter per second meter per second. Okay, for the second car is 2 meter per second. For the third car will be 4 meter per second. So the answer will be winner. The winner answer is equal to win. Win. Third car. So let's see third car win or not. Okay. So we have to remember which car win this one. So and we have also put the levels. So how we put the levels? Mm, putting levels things. Mm, di simply. I think so. In the main function, what we have to do? Mm, for example, int n is given for the car. So int n for the car, and int n car and di and ti. So how we store the values? This value is given in di and ti. Mm, int. So for int I is starting from 0, starting from the 1, and less than is equal to n, I plus plus. Okay, So C in, get the values of mm, D, uh, so create a vector pair in which we store the answer. Vector pair of int comma int answer vector pair. Okay, so C in D and D. Okay, after that we put the value answer dot push back. What do push back? What to do? Dividing dyt mm, with index. So d by t comma with index. Okay, I, and so we also define d and t things. Okay, we take the number of car, we take the input, we initialize the value d and t, and the vector pair in which we store the answer answer, and after that we repeat until then value less. After that we have to sort the value answer sort. So simply sort sort what answer dot begin answer dot okay answer dot end. Okay, after sorting the value, we have to return mm, for loop cout answer of zeros 0. Let's try it's correct or not. Let's try. Okay, okay, okay. So let's try to run this code. Is it working or not? The output will be 2 1 not it's second one it's second. This one is value second. mm, Smallest to highest, so r begin okay 13415. So in this case the answer will be 13 is correct. And for the multiple test case, so for the each test case the new line and the level car is faster. If there is a multiple car, report one with them the minimum level. So we have to use customize customize this one. So So let's write bool comparator for the pair one, vector of pair pair of int comma int at the rate a. Okay, the return a dot second and b dot second. Okay, and in this case we simply cmp come and then 1 3. Now we use comparator function and it's all good. Let's see. Okay, this one is correct. Oh, we got it. So let's discuss this one. Logic is clear. Anush, we simply copy only this portion, logic 1. Okay, so logic 1 in which we use a comparator 1, we have to select the minimum one. So in comparator we have pairs. Okay, if a is not is equal to b, then we have to return the biggest one. Okay, and we have to find the, if the value having same, to have to return minimum one. Okay, minimum value. So the comparator function will be given and all the things given as it is given. So int n d is given. So every time we have to take the distance and the time, and we put the value with the distance by time with the index, and sort with the highest value to lowest value with their condition with the comparator function, and simply return the first index second value. So this one is straightforward question, and let's move to next question. Okay, let's move to no please and no for please. So what we have to do in this question, let's see. Let's copy all the things. Let's know no for please. So what we have to do, firstly an array b. So we are given with a array b. Okay, mm, array b of the length of array b having the length uh, having length m. Okay, to be good, if it good, if no two element from different indexing indices sum to be 4. Good will be different indices, I or j, I plus j value become 4. Okay, that b is good if every pair of I comma j satisfying the condition that b of I plus b of j is b of I b of j something is uh, what is given what is given is not is equal to 4. Okay, not is equal to 4, not is equal to not is equal to 4. Okay, so let's see. You are given an array A of length n. For every index size, you could like to make a good array. To achieve this, you can repeatedly choose a single element of A and delete it. What is the minimum number of deletion needed to make the a good array? So good array condition is given, and we are given with the array A of the length n. So what we have to do to make our array a good array? So the first line we are given with the test case denoting the number of test case, and each test case consists two line. First line consisting of the single number of number length of the integer, and second line will be given with the array something. What we have to do, we simply return the minimum number of elements deleted here to make a good array. So in first example, we are given with three length array. Okay, and the length of array what we are given 1 comma 2 comma 2. Okay, so we see that 1 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, not is equal to 4. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So this one violating our good array, so we simply delete any, and we have to delete this one, this two, or this two. So if this type of condition arises, we simply delete one of the element. Okay, so one element. If there is no such condition, we have simply run. In this case, we simply run, and we take a fourth last example. What we do? So we are given with the 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 1 comma 3 comma 2. So we see the condition violating 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So in this case, this one is not violating 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. It's also not violating 2 plus something, 2 plus 3, 2 plus 4. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. This is a concern. And 3 plus many of this, 3 plus 3 and 3 plus 1 also giving 4 answer, and 1 plus 3 also giving 4 answer. If we remove this one, if we remove this and this, we have simply remove 2. So let's see how we make a good array. So simply we have input are given, so the logic is and the constraint is given, constraint is not given. So constraint is given as simply we simply use for loop. How we select remove two element, how we select to remove two element, how we do. uh, let's think. Simply let's see what is the approach for this code. So simply start from for loop. All things are given. Simply what are the things? So int n is given. Okay, cn, and okay, after that vector of int what we call a of size of n. Okay, for int of I. Okay, sorry for I less than I plus plus. Okay, scene a of I. Okay, so we take the value of a, and now we have to write the logic, real logic. What to do? To for loop int starting from 0 I less than and I plus plus and for loop this one for running this one I plus 1 and j is less than and j plus plus. Okay, what we have to do, if we add this position and this position, what we are simply, the question is given, we have to write this one, if a of I plus a of j. mm, my approach is that whenever we see this type of things, we have to increment the count. If we see this sub arrangement 1, if we see this sub arrangement 2, this 3, so this is not the real approach. What we have to do, mm, whenever we see the element becoming for what we have to do, what we have to do in this case, what we have to we have to take minimum is equal to 4. So count plus plus uh, mean count is equal to int max. Okay, and simply this will take automatically the value of 1. So this one is not the approach. This will become true. Mm, what we have to do in this case, this is the edge case that disturbing when we have two things. Okay, difficulty 993. So in this case, what we have to do, simply taking all the value let's do last try. Okay, if we take everything value to no pair become, the logic is count every element. Okay, so let's count simply the 4 become, so logic is how we make 4. Okay, so the question arises that how we make 4. Okay, so 4 only become, we make use 4 using only one combination, 1 plus 3, 2 plus 2 plus 2, and 3 plus 1. Okay, these are the only combination through which we make the 4. Okay, so we count the values, so we simply count the values. So counting the value, so let's see. So in code what we have to write, simply all the things are same and this portion is same, so this portion will be same. Control C, at this position we simply put this value, or we take n and something, all things sync. So we count the value of c1, counting the value of 1, counting the value of 2, counting the value of 3. Okay, after that for int I 0 I less than n I plus plus. Okay, so we count the value. Okay, if a of I is equal to 0, 0 no 1, so in this case there is c1 plus plus, else if a of I is equal to c2 plus plus, else case c3 plus plus. Okay, we done this much. So how many element we have to delete? For deletion, what to do, mean of what, c1 and c3. Okay, plus max of what, 0 comma 0 comma c2 minus c1. Okay, this one is the logic, and we are simply see out the value, see out del value. Okay, let's see is it successful or not. mm, we are trying. Del is equal to max c1 c2 minus something. Now we think that everything is clear. So operator is anything, error is here, c2 minus c1, else c out del, the void function int del is equal to c1 c2, the invoke type, return type del is equal to end line. So here the issue. Okay, let's see the, okay, placing this answer, we simply count all the values and write the logic for this one. So 1102 1102, let's submit. Here's the solution. Okay, counting all one, two, and something wrong summation. So only pass the few test cases and wrong for the other. So let's see why it's wrong. Hmm, let's think differently. Okay, the counting things is great, and the deletion portion, I think the logic is the formula is different. Okay, so max whatever if max of this and mean of something 1 comma c2. Okay, and the deletion will be there will be n minus this one. Let's run this one. Okay, okay, correct one. This one is correct. So uh, how we think about it, how we know that we use this formula. How we know and why we use this formula. So we cannot allow any pair of I comma j such that it become 4. Okay, no other pair. So we convert the forbidden sum constraint. So we cannot have a both 1 and 3 in a same array. So so we think that in array we cannot see the 1 and 3 at the same time. So because even a single 1 and single 3 can violate the rule. So either we all keep all ones and remove all threes, or either we keep all threes and remove ones. So but not the both. And the constraint, so we and you can keep at most only 1 2, because 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So keep is equal to 1 and delete k minus 1. So if k is equal to uh, if uh, uh, if we have value k value, the count of 2 value exceeded the 2, to only keep 1. So that's why we write the value minimum of 1 comma c2. Okay, and till k minus 1. And okay, maximum we try to delete maximum of this element. So in and everything is clear. Either we have to delete maximum of 1 or comma 3, 1 or 3, and or in minimum of 1 comma c2. Okay, how much element left after this deleting? There is only. Okay, lastly we did. Okay, so that's why we did max of count of 1, count of 1 and count of 3. Okay, and we cannot keep more than if more than 1 twos. Okay, so if exceeded the twos it become 4 value. Okay, so it violate. So that's why we keep minimum to minimum only 1 2. Okay, so that's why we write c1 to this one, and these values we have to remove from our original array. So that's why we have to return the value, and total length of value have to return minimize which one, minimize this one. So what, max of c1 comma c3 and plus minimum of 1 comma c2. Okay, this is clear. So for now for today we cover this one and this one. The third one is little bit trickier and 59% accuracy rate. So we take only 2 attempts to solve this question. So we are also line the 50% attempt, and 10,000 students solve this one. So separation in next session we discuss separation and the zip string. Okay, for till now, good night.